First things first, has the US ever actually been invaded? Let's look at a few examples and see what the results were. After successfully fending off the British during the American Revolution, the US in the early 1800s was cruising. Everything was trending in the right direction, and the country was growing both physically and in a sense of national spirit. It takes some gumption to pull off the deal of the century in the Louisiana Purchase. 530 million acres for $15 million, which is about $358 million today, is still a preposterous deal. There are ranches in Montana for sale today worth about half of that, so $358 million for half a continent is just insane. Regardless, the brand new United States of America thought they were living in a relatively good era, having beaten the British and continuing to establish themselves on the world stage. The British, however, had other ideas in mind. They attacked US trading ships and forced captured American sailors into service in the Royal Navy. So the US declared war on Great Britain to defend its honor. The war lasted from 1812 to 1815 and actually resulted in the British attacking, burning, and occupying Washington, D.C. The British troops burned a large portion of the city, including the White House and the Capitol building. President James Madison and his government had already been evacuated, but this defeat still brought great shame upon the young nation. This was the only time in U.S. history that a foreign army had occupied the nation's capital. Peace was eventually negotiated and no one really won the war, but the Americans would get the last laugh as Andrew Jackson and his force of backwoods farmers, pirates, frontiersmen, former slaves, and all-around ruffians defeated an experienced, tough, and numerically superior British force in about 30 minutes in the Battle of New Orleans.